What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. Today's episode, we got a good video talking about Shareef O'Neal. As most of you guys know, Shareef O'Neal is Shaq's son. He was a highly recruited high school player coming out of high school. He committed to UCLA, and unfortunately didn't have a great first year at UCLA. He then had to have open heart surgery, which kind of really put him a major setback. In his playing career. He then made a full return. He ended up transferring out of UCLA to LSU, where his dad played at. It was said that he was saying that he was 100% after having his surgery, but it was said that year he wasn't fully back to 100%. And then since just played his second year at LSU this past year. Did not have a great year again this year at LSU. I believe at the beginning of the season he was having some foot problems, was battling with a foot injury, and unfortunately just didn't really get in the rotation or carve out his role, I guess you could say, for his season at LSU, and had another kind of poor season with LSU. Then the whole coaching situation with Coach Wade, really kind of just getting fired or leaving, because of the allegations, and then paying players, different things like that. That whole situation went down, and Shareef O'Neal and pretty much the whole LSU team ended up transferring out of LSU. So now everyone's kind of wondering where Shareef was going to end up going. He's played at two big Power 5 Division I schools. Hasn't really played very many meaningful minutes. Hasn't really played very well in the 3 years at the college ranks. So it was really kind of a mystery of where Shareef O'Neal was going to go. Since then, he got invited to the G League Elite Camp. This is kind of just a camp or combine for players that are looking to possibly be in the G League, and then 6 players, I believe it was actually here, ended up getting invited to the 2022 draft combine from this camp. The ones that really had the best impression or played the best over the couple days of the camp got invited to the draft combine. And Shareef O'Neal, he had a really good performance in his first game in the camp. He had some really good physical tests with the vertical jump, broad jump, wingspan, different things like that. All the physical tests he really showed out in there. And then he also had the first double-double at the G League Elite Camp. He had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a couple putback dunks. He really, looked really well in just those 20 minutes of play. Like I said, had a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He kind of showed his ability to be a supreme athlete on the court. I think he's just a freak athlete. He's also 6'10", 220 pounds at kind of the power forward position. He's usually a much better athlete than a lot of players and a lot of people on the court. He kind of showed that with his putback dunks, getting into the hoop, finishing through contact. He had a really solid performance. So that kind of brings up the question: is Shareef O'Neal going to end up transferring, or is he going to go to the G League? In my opinion, I think that Shareef O'Neal is best suited at the professional level, at the G League level, NBA level, overseas, whatever level you kind of want to say that is. I believe he is kind of best suited for that. At 6'10", 220 pounds, he's more of the power forward position. He hasn't shot it good over his last 3 seasons of college basketball. In his 3 seasons, he shot it at 33% from 3, then 2 years ago at 18% from 3, and in this past season at 14% from 3. All those seasons were just really not great seasons for him, whether it be health, during the whole COVID situation. He never really got acclimated into a set role or a situation where he was able to excel and really just be the type of player that he can be. I think you're watching these highlights here of him at the Drew League. Obviously, that's not the same as playing in a high level college basketball game, G League game, NBA level game, anything like that. But I think when he's allowed to kind of just really make plays off the dribble, crash the boards, get putback dunks, different things like that, and just use his athletic ability to his advantage, I think that's when Shareef O'Neal is really, really at his best. And I don't think he was ever really allowed to do that at the college level. I think in able to really do that, he would have to go to kind of a mid-major Division One school. I just don't really see him kind of going into a new kind of Power Five, top level team, and fitting in right away and letting his true game be shown. I think that he kind of needs almost a fresh start. Get at the G League level. A place where he's able to just be a pro, doesn't have to worry about school or anything like that. He can just really focus on basketball, focus on kind of refining his skills, getting his game to where it needs to be, and just really just thriving at that level, and then making his way to the NBA. So is that what Shareef O'Neal is going to end up doing? I'm not sure, honestly. It was said, like I said, that he was going to transfer. He since then got that invite to the G League Elite Camp. He had a good performance there, and I think with that kind of with that performance, the kind of physical metrics that he put up, I think that he'll be more inclined to go to the G League or try turn to be a professional basketball player. It'd be, like I said, G League, overseas, whatever the case may be. I think that that's where he's going to end up going. I don't think he's going to go back to college or transfer to a different school. It's kind of his third school in 4 years. So we'll see, I guess. I don't really know exactly what his plan is, where he would, what team would pick him up in the G League, if they'd, allow him to really play, how everything would go. But I think that his best shot at making it to the NBA is going to the G League, going overseas, whatever the case may be, just being a professional basketball player. One where he's allowed to just really kind of play his game, just be athletic, make plays off the dribble at the rim, and just really kind of show what his game is all about. So, I kind of want to hear from all you guys in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts on Shareef O'Neal. Do you think he should transfer and go back to college, to a different school? Should he go to the G League, try to be a professional basketball player? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, make sure to hit the like button to this video, hit the subscribe button, join the channel, join the conversation, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.